Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. So I just watched a video that I was trying to make a point and play devil's advocate, and I need to apologize about that video because I did post it, and I want to apologize because a guy wrote me and I missed the video caption and I got it all twisted up. So I assumed that the lady that was hounding was the Biden supporter hounding a Trump supporter when I was actually wrong. And when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. However, I did also find videos of Biden supporters going after Trump supporters. So he is not wrong there. However, these Biden supporters going after these Trump supporters, again, as I said in the other video, both parties were white people. Alright? So you don't have a bunch of black Trump supporters getting hit by black Biden supporters as much as you have a bunch of white Trump supporters getting hit by white Biden supporters. Now, the young Biden supporter video, the only other one that I actually found, excuse me again, was of a young long-haired white kid who was mentally fracked, and so he charged after some Trump supporters who were white and wound up getting put in a chokehold. All right, now let me make this abundantly clear for everybody here on Comfort Havoc number 2. It's election day while I'm filming this. Everything you see today has been filmed on election day from the moment I got up until the moment I stopped because of video interruptions. Again, let me make this abundantly clear. You're welcome to hear whether you support Trump or not. Just understand that I will never support a racist. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. If I'm offending you, you are free to leave and come back. I only have 103 of you guys here, and I don't hate anybody. I love you, and if you want to leave, I'm not going to be angry. Like I said, if you're leaving because you're a Trump supporter, my only question is your moral compass, which is why I made the honest racist video. Now, again, when I'm wrong, I can say I'm wrong, and I can apologize because the video that I posted with the lady at the door, I assumed that it was reverse. That was my fault. I didn't read the caption clearly, but like I said in the video, I did find 2 videos. That was just one that I screwed myself on, where the other video that I didn't post was the long-haired kid, and the reason why I didn't post it is because the kid had a mental condition, and I don't exploit people who have mental issues because I have suffered from depression. I still have depression. It's not going anywhere, but I have means of dealing with it. Making videos is one. But under no circumstances whatsoever did this have anything to reflect on him, the person who left me the facts matter stuff. But I am apologizing because I thought that the video was a Trump supporter getting harassed by a Biden supporter when it's actually a Biden supporter getting harassed by a Trump supporter for a sign that is unbecoming about Trump. In other words, they're giving Trump the old F you and the Trump sign. It's all one sign. And the lady came across the yard and was pretty pissed off and all kinds of other stuff. And again, I reflected they were white people. Now, I did see a video of some Trump supporters being turned away in a black neighborhood, trying to drive through the neighborhood, and all the black people, I give them a shout out, not just because they're black, but because they didn't support Trump, and I give the Trump supporters a shout out because they respectfully turned the vehicles around and drove off without a fucking incident. So there is level ground on these things. Now let me explain this to everybody here. When I make a racist video, and when I talk about racism, I don't just look from the black point of view, alright? I know that there's an equal amount of black racists as there are white racists and Asian racists. And I know before you all say, you left off Mexicans and Jewish people and all this. Alright, let me break it down for you really quickly and scientifically. Alright, there are 3 species of human beings on the planet Earth. The Mongoloid class consists of most of the people, which generally is the Asian race of people, which includes Native Americans and Asians from India all the way to the Samoan Islands. All of those are classified as Mongoloid. This is a scientific fact. I'm probably not going to say these names right, also a scientific fact. Cocoloid, again, pretty much not saying it right, is the white people. And apparently they might outnumber everybody on the planet too. I don't know scientific numbers and all that other shit, but I'm not a racist, and I'm trying to say this shit scientifically, so I'm totally fucking it up. So just go Google that shit. And then Negraloid. Negraloid. I'm still not saying that shit right. But anyway, if you Google that shit, there's basically 3 human species on the planet. So 4 of you count people like me, who is a mixture of the 3. Because I have Cherokee blood, black blood, and white blood. I have had a white great-grandfather on my father's side or my mother's side. No, on my mother's side. There's so many different damn sides. Alright, check it out. This is how this works. My mom's mom is Native American and black, or all Native American. We don't really know because she was adopted. My mom's dad was black and white, and he looked more like a white man, which if you see pictures of my mom here, she looks white. And 5 years ago when my dad died, we went to Scottsville. I lost her in a group of white people. That's why I started calling her Premium Blend. Alright? On my dad's side, my dad looks black. His dad was black. His mom was Native American. Alright? So you see, I am 1000% a mutt, and I do not have the right to be a racist. But I have every right to call racist people out on their racist acts. And my zoom in isn't just on the president. Alright? There's a black guy that's very racist that I done chunked down, and if you put both of those 2 guys together, you have a salt and pepper crime. Because those 2 guys are Donald Trump and Dr. Umar Johnson. Neither one of them will get a damn thing from me. Umar Johnson. Let's talk about these racist people while we're here. Umar Johnson, black guy, black supremacist. Wants to open up a school for young black children. Half-breed children are welcomed, but the other half of their parent is not. His own words, people. He doesn't care if you're black and Asian, but your Asian parent can't come to pick you up. Does that sound racist to you? Because it sure as fuck sounds racist to me. Then we have Donald Trump, who says a lot of racist shit, but a lot of you supporters, black, white, and Asian, for you Asians, he hasn't reached your Asian yet. For you blacks, you're just being Uncle Toms. I'm sorry, I'm going to call it like it is. You're just being Uncle Toms. Trust me, I know, I was an Uncle Tom once. Way back in grade school in that race war. But anyway, you're being Uncle Toms, deal with it. And white people. You have white people who are racist there that are supporting him, and you have white people who are confused, you have white people who are poor, who believe the shit that's coming out of his mouth because it's going to benefit your wallets, and then you have celebrities. Damn near all white celebrities hate Donald Trump. I don't know what cereal he pissed in, but damn near all white celebrities hate Trump. A few black celebrities are backing him. I don't think I'll be supporting y'all anymore. A few white celebrities are supporting him. One of my favorite white celebrities is supporting Trump, so until all of this shit's over, I can't really support Kid Rock on that shit. Or Ted Nugent, who are white dudes who make great music. But kind of seeing their political affiliation, I'm like, dude, really? Kid Rock? Really? Nugent? I can get. Kid Rock? Blacks did a lot for fucking Kid Rock. No. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm kind of done there. But I love Kid Rock. But as far as his political thing with the Trumpster, dude, it's got to be about money. It's got to be about money. Because if it ain't about money and you really feel that way, I'm just going to stop buying those albums. Now, Umar Johnson. Exact same playing field except for Umar Johnson don't have deep pockets like Donald Trump. Alright, let me break that down for y'all who don't know what the fuck that means. Up north in New York and in Philly, this is where deep pockets started, alright? And it got transferred into the Fast and the Furious 2 movie. But honestly, truly to God, this shit started in Philly and New York. I don't know which one originally, but when us black people started talking about people got deep pockets, that's a New York and Philly thing. So it means that motherfucker's rich. Alright? So that's all that is. Motherfucker got deep pockets. Alright? You got deep pockets. You got deep pockets, you know you're not hurting for money. Alright? Now, FYI, we have Umar Johnson. He doesn't want white teachers. He doesn't want Asian teachers. He only wants black teachers. Now, apparently he doesn't read a lot. Because the chances of black people being teachers in the world in which we live in is slim. I'm sorry. It is very slim that you have more white teachers than black teachers than Asian teachers. White teachers are on the top of the line when it comes to teachers. There are way more white teachers than black teachers than Asian teachers. Unless you're in countries that are predominantly black people or Asian people, which in that case you have the opposite. Because if you're white and you're going to teach English in China or Japan or any Asian country, you're a commodity. Same thing if you're black and you're going to teach over there. You're a commodity. You're an enigma. You're something that's not something that they're familiar with. So you're a standout person. Where here in America, I don't ever recall having an Asian teacher unless they were a substitute. Until I met Mr. Yu at the university. So, other than that, I've never really had an Asian teacher, unless it also was Harome, who taught me martial arts. Other than that, I've never really had an Asian school teacher. All my school teachers have been black or white, from kindergarten to college. Period. No ifs, ands, no buts about it. Kindergarten and college, all my teachers have been black or white. Mr. Johnson only wants black school teachers, which is racist. I'm sorry, it's racist. Y'all don't think that it's racist that a black man only wants black school teachers? He only wants black children in the school. Doesn't care if they're boys or girls. He just wants them black. He wants to give them the full-on education and everything. But he just wants them black. He doesn't really want people like me to exist. He's pointed that out on many, many occasions where if you don't date them, you can't fall in love with them. His words. Well, here's the thing. You can't help who you fall in love with, and you can't help who you're attracted to. I love Asian women. I've had many bad black experiences with black women, which is why I stopped dating them. I didn't have that many bad experiences with white girls, but I just cater more to Asian women. I love them the most out of all the women in the world. I think Asian women are the prettiest women in the world. Also probably the hardest to get. But anyway, outside of that, I love my Asian women. Well, it's no crime. But if me and, let's say, I got really blessed and married my crush, or if me and a fantasy got really blessed and got married, that fantasy would be Kelly Hu, or another wrestler that I like. But if that was to happen and we had a child, my wife, under those circumstances, would be welcomed to pick up my child at the school for black kids, which is fucked up. Because my wife would be Asian, and he doesn't want them there. He said the only reason he would hire white teachers or Asian teachers is because of discrimination laws. And schools cannot not hire a teacher due to discrimination. A teacher cannot be hired if they have a criminal record, if they're on the sex offenders list. That's pretty much the gist of it right there. Most teachers, if a teacher's been fired for certain accusations or allegations, it really can't really affect them without tangible proof. Did this teacher molest that child? Did this teacher have sex with that student? Did the teacher rob the school of all the staplers? Did this teacher do some unbecoming shit and change some files and shit? Until you can prove that, once you give the teacher the job, they have the job. But this man doesn't want any teacher that's not brown. And if that doesn't sound racist, I don't know what the fuck does. Then we have Trump, who doesn't like Native Americans, ain't too fond of black people, especially the Central Park Five, who he still hasn't apologized to. So when you set them side by side, you have two people who generally mirror each other. I don't know which one of them is actually the Antichrist, or maybe they're the same guy, and they're like, who the hell said it? Was it, I think it was Dave Chappelle. I'm not sure if it was Dave Chappelle, but one comedian or another who happened to be black said that Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey were the same guy. And I was like, I almost believed that until I seen both of their wives. I was like, nah, they're definitely not the same guy unless Robin and Steve Harvey's wife are the same woman and they just got really good makeup when they're white people. Okay. We're going to assume that they're black and turn white. We're not going to assume that they're white and turn black, even though that might be easier, except for the problem is that Steve Harvey's bald and Dr. Phil still has hair. So, that's kind of a dead giveaway right there. But in all honesty, if you compare these two men together, they're both racist as fuck. Donald Trump's racist. Umar Johnson is racist. Just so that you don't think that I'm only after Donald Trump. Oh no. I have my issues with Umar Johnson too. I respect what he wants to do, but his means in the aftermath of not allowing people like me to exist or want to come to their school and my non-black parent can't pick me up, that's some sketchy shit. I'm sorry. For that alone, I stopped having any love and respect for Umar Johnson. As far as Trump goes, my love and respect for Trump went away with "they don't like Indians" to me back in 1993. So if I've offended you and you are a Trump supporter or an Umar Johnson supporter, I can't make you believe what I've seen. I can only give you direction, which is Google. You know, you can Google these guys and you can Google these events that I mentioned and they'll pop up on YouTube or some other video source and you'll have to see it for yourself. But even if you watch them, are you going to change your mind? Nope. And I can't make you do that. It's not my job to make you do that. When I started making the honest racist video, I started making it and I wanted to go into a long video like I'm doing now so that I can make the point that I wanted to make about how people don't live their truths because they are afraid of how other people are going to act. Not just culturally, but respectfully, and not just that. Just how's it going to affect my job if my job finds out that I'm actually racist and my boss is black and I have to work with like 50 black people but I hate black people? Or if my boss is white and I have to work with 50 white people and I'm the only black guy there, I'm a raisin in a bowl of milk and I hate all of them. So how's that going to work? Will I be fired? Of course you'll probably be fired, whether your boss is black or white, because no one really wants a racist in their midst. But no one will be honest to say, I'm a racist and I'm damn proud. Of course they're not, because that's too much like the right fucking thing to do. And if they're not working for other racists, then it's not going to get them that far. And then you have to deal with PR representation and all this other shit. And that also works for Asians as well. You know, don't think that I've left anybody out, because I haven't. But the whole fact of the matter is that we're in trouble. America, we're in trouble. Because no one wants to stop racism. Not really. Stay tuned for my next video.